Hello guys, good to see you back. Once again, I'm back with another tutorial related JavaScript BOM. And in this tutorial, we are going to learn about history object. In this tutorial, we are going to learn all the properties and methods related history object. Here you can see a browser screen. Also, you can see two buttons, backward and forward. If you want to see the backward and forward pages, for that, we need to use history object. And our history object came with only one property, which is length. At the same window, how many websites you open using length property you can get. So let me show you the property in practical. As usual, side by side I open my Visual Studio Code editor and my browser using live server extension. And I already created an HTML document named index.html. So at first, I'm going to open my console section, inspect and console. And here I'm going to type console.log console.log inside the round braces. Here I'm going to type history. Then semicolon to end this line. If I press enter, now you can see in my history tag, now you can see a drop down. And if I open this drop down, as you can see, length is 1. And if I drop down the prototype option, now you can see some methods, back, forward, go, length, etc. Now let's add an anchor tag inside the body tag. So here I'm going to type a, and the link is https:// and the website is google.com, www.google.com, and I'm going to save this file. And also we need to add a text to this anchor tag. And also I'm going to type Google. After save this file, you can see a link in this website. And now I'm going to press google.com. As you can see, it's redirect to me google.com. And if I show you my length now, so in my console, I'm going to type console.log. Inside the round braces, I want to return the length. So here I'm going to type history.length. And semicolon to end this line. After save this file, if I press enter, now you can see it returned 2. Now the question is, why it's returned 2? Because now we have backward history. If I click this go back button, now you can see it's back to the my index.html page. And again I'm going to show you this history. Console.log history. Then you can see now the length is 2 because now our forward button is activated. Now we can go forward to google.com without pressing this link. You can see the result. I hope now it's clear for you how length function work. Now let's talk about the method of history object. Normally we have total 3 useful methods: back, forward and go. If you want to go forward and backward without pressing this arrow, then you can use this method. If you want to go backward, then you need to use back method. And if you want to go forward, then you need to use forward. And using go method, you can do the both. So let's jump into the Visual Studio Code and see how we can use it. So at first, I'm going to change the link address. Here I'm going to type index2.html. And I'm going to replace Google with page 2. Page 2. And I'm going to save this file. And also, I'm going to change the heading. I'm going to replace JavaScript history object with we are in page 1 and save this file. And now we need to create index.html page in my current working directory. So here I'm going to create another page. Index2.html. And I'm going to copy the whole code from index.html page and paste it inside index2.html page. And I'm going to replace, at first I'm going to replace our heading. We are in page 2. And again, I'm going to create another page. Here I'm going to change the link name, page 3. And also, we need to redirect to another page, index 3. And save this file. And then I select the whole code and copy it. And again, I'm going to create another index.html page. Index3.html. And I'm going to paste all the code here. And also I'm going to replace page 2 with page 3. We are in page 3. But this time I don't need any anchor tag to redirect. So I'm going to remove this anchor tag and save this file. And now you can see in my browser, we are in my index.html page, mean page 1. Now I want to jump into the page 2. So I'm going to click this link, page 2. As you can see in my URL bar, it's redirected to index.2html. And again, I'm decided to jump into our next page, which is page 3. If I click this link, now you can see we are in page 3. And if I show you my history, console.log inside the round braces history. Now you can see the history length is 3 because we have total 3 page. Because we visit 3 page at the same window. If you notice, you can see we have only backward option, not the forward option, because we are in page 3. So if I press backward arrow, now we are in page 2. And in this page, we have 2 options. But in this page, we have both the options. We can go backward, also we can go forward. So now I decide to go backward. So as you can see, we can move backward and forward from the URL section. But now I want to do the same thing using buttons. For that, I'm going to create 2 buttons. Button. And our first button name is back. And also, here we need to call an event, which is onClick. OnClick, and also we need to provide our function name. And our function name is back function. Back function. With that, I'm going to create another button. So I duplicate this line, and our new button name is forward. And also we need to change the function name. So here I'm going to type forward. And now we need to create both the function in our script tag. So first I'm going to copy back function. And here I'm going to type function, and our function name is back function. Then inside the round braces, I'm going to type history dot back. For back function, I use back method. And then I'm going to duplicate this section. And also I'm going to change the function name, forward function. So I copy the function name and overwrite it. And also I'm going to change the method here. I'm going to replace back with forward. This is it. And I'm going to save this file. So as you can see, we create the function and the button at index 3 page. So we need to copy this section. And we need to do the same thing at index 2 button, also in the index 1 button. Page. Now you can see in our first page, we have backward and forward button. Now I want to decide to go forward. So if I press forward button, as you can see, it's redirect to page 2. And if you decide to go backward, just press back button. So again, we are in page 1. And now I'm going to press forward button 2 times. We are in now page 2. And also I'm going to jump forward at page 3. So again, I'm going to press forward button. So now you can see we are in page 3. But what? If I press forward button again, then what? As you can see, after press forward button, it's redirect to nothing. Because after page 3, we don't have any forward option. And also you can see it at URL section. Our forward click is deactivated. Now, let's talk about our last method, which is go. For that, I'm going backward. I want to say I'm going to back page 2. And also I'm going to open index2.html. And here, I'm going to create another button. So I duplicate the button and I'm going to replace forward function with go function. Go function. Also, I'm going to change the button name, go. And now I'm going to create the function in our script tag. Function, and our function name is go function. Go function. Then inside the curly braces, here I need to type history dot go. Then inside the round braces, here I need to pass a parameter. If you want to go forward, then you need to pass positive value. And if you want to go backward, then you need to pass negative value. So first, I want to go forward. So here I pass 1. And I'm going to save this file and reload page 2. Now you can see there is a button named Go. If I press Go button now, as you can see, it redirects to page 3. Now let's do the same thing at index3.html page. So I copy this section and then I'm going to jump into the index3.html page and I'm going to replace it with new code. But before I save this file, I want to go 2 steps backward. I want to jump into the page 1 from the page 3. I want to skip page 2. For that, here I need to pass negative field. So here I'm going to pass -2. Now you can see in my page 3, Go button is appear. If I press Go button, now you can see it's redirect to page 1. It skip page 2. And also I'm going to do the same thing at page 1. So again I'm going to copy the whole section and replace our previous code with new code. And from the first page, now I want to redirect to the last page. I want to say page 3. For that, we need to pass positive value. And if I save this file, you can see the button. If I press Go button, now you can see it's redirect to page 3. So here we successfully use 3 types of history method: backward, forward, and go. So I hope now it's clear for you. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next tutorial.